Have you ever noticed how some characters in Smash have attacks that serve multiple purposes? They can simultaneously act as both combo hit confirms and outright kill moves depending on context. This is Coach Nerf, and today's video is on those moves that can be used in many different ways to switch it up on your opponent and stay ahead of the game. This discussion will be bridging your kill confirms with your conditioning strategies to help maximize your ability to close out those nail-biter sets. By the end of this video, you'll be able to recognize what your character's multi-use moves are and demonstrate proficiency in using their full potential in-game. Let's get warmed up by playing a quick game against a CPU or a friend. While doing so, pay attention to what moves you find yourself doing, whether your opponent is at low percents or high percents. How does each situation make the attack launch them differently? Are you using some of your kill moves at low percents to get early combos? Notice what different opportunities arise from using the same move at different points throughout the game. First, let's look at how certain moves can be used differently based on how much damage your foe has. Joker is a simple enough example. When your opponent is at low percents, up air can be used to string into itself for a combo. At high percents, when used as a callout to catch your opponent's jump, can lead to a stock. It can also be used in tandem with fast falling to cancel the attack before the final launching hit, giving you a list of drag down options, which is very potent in mid to higher levels of damage. It is also important to recognize how the stage's blast zones can help amplify the potential of your kill options at absurd percents. Incineroar's side special, the Alolan Whip, is a great versatile example, because based on your reaction timing on the rebound, you can go for one of two options to mix up your opponent: the big clothesline off the side, or a throw up to kill off the top. On Town and City and Kalos, the side hit is super useful for taking stocks, where on Hollow Bastion and PS2, the throw mix-up can work really well with the lower ceilings, only helped further by your opponent perhaps mistakenly DIing the wrong way. Play a few games and do the following. 1. Use a killing option to set up or continue a combo at low percents 10 times. 2. Use that same killing option to take 5 stocks. And 3. Take 5 stocks with DI mix-ups. Some moves can be used in different ways to goad the opponent into making different types of mistakes. The way I look at it is using certain attacks, particularly projectiles, passively versus actively. What this means is, if you're using the move to camp and force an approach from your opponent, or if you're actively approaching with a projectile to use it to set up for a follow-up attack. A lot of the time, this is dependent on if you're in the lead or forced to play from behind. Pikachu's Thunder Jolt and Young Link's Fire Arrow are good showcases of this. When done properly, Fire Arrow can link into itself, giving Young Link the ability to run up and forward air, or stay back and simply keep adding damage onto an already struggling opponent. Use your character's moves passively to deal 60% or more damage to an enemy 10 times, and use them actively to take stocks or confirm combo finishers 10 times. Certain attacks in Smash can both lead you into a kill confirm as well as become the kill confirm in a pinch. Ike's neutral air, as you probably know, can confirm into up air for a vertical combo, as well as back air if you connect with the late hit and send your opponent behind you. Knowing which option to set yourself up for and catch your foe off guard allows you to repeatedly break through their defenses by picking the options that they can't counter, and punishing them for anticipating something else. Even still, at high percents, a jump callout with neutral air could just be all you need to close out a game. Roy Up Air is another move that can be used both in rising and falling to cover a few different bases. It's a great kill option when used as an air-to-air or as a frame trap, but it also comes in handy when Roy needs to get back down to the ground. A lot of moves he has are somewhat unsafe commitments on shield. However, top-level Roy players use fast fall up air to pressure shield, land, and still be safe often enough. It's a super quick move, so you can wait until just the last second before you land to throw it out and surprise someone who drops shield when they think you're going to empty land. Eventually, you can even use it to take stocks. Utilize your multi-use moves to do the following. 1. Pressure an opponent's shield safely 10 times. 2. Lead into a follow-up for damage or the stock 10 times. And 3. Take 5 stocks with a rising or falling straight hit at high enough percents. These moves can give you a lot of mileage in your games, but it can be easy to rely too heavily on them. If you're getting a lot of your damage, and your stocks, and your neutral pressure from the same attack, it's likely that your enemy will pick up on what you're doing and shut you down. You need to be able to use conditioning to ensure that you can continue to use your best tools. For this reason, it's important you play with a real person in this longer training session. As they start to adapt to your strategy, keep mixing up your options, and even intentionally drop combos to force them to panic and react poorly with an air dodge. Then, you can start the cycle again. Keep playing until you have caught your opponent with a mix-up, that is, a usage of the move that they did not expect, 25 times. Multi-use moves give you more ways to win in the same situations that other characters that lack those options will struggle in. Each one is in itself a coin flip that can grant you victory at best and a reset to neutral at worst. Knowing the full breadth of what techniques your character can benefit from is crucial as we move forward this season. I'm hoping to see you busting out your utility tools in sets soon. This is Coach Nerf. See you again for the next video.